come up with a cartoon about these issues of the day, but also not be, you have to walk a balance where you're trying to be a little funny about it, but also hitting real important issues to educate people about what's going on.
Well, two things. One, I've got the best gag writers in the world working for me. They're called politicians. Two, you don't make editorial cartoons. They're not humorous for the sake of humor or controversial for the sake of controversy. They're there to make a point. And like, the Super Bowl ads, you've got 5 seconds to capture their attention, 5 seconds to deliver a message. So you want a concise image, because the message is really the most important element in a political cartoon. Yeah,
that was a good one that we were just looking at with the coins on the heels of the 6 coin tosses in Iowa.
Yeah.
Heads you lose, tails you lose.
So I'm looking at the features on those coins, and so what drives you? Like, is it a raw shot test? Is it a subliminal thing about somebody's features where you start to exaggerate a nose or a chin? What's the driving artistic creation?
Well, it's the dynamics of their features, but you utilize those dynamics to sort of shape the character of the person that you're drawing. For instance, when you think of Richard Nixon during the Watergate administration, as he got embroiled deeper into the controversy of Watergate, his features got darker, his eyes got gloomier. The same thing's happening with Barack Obama and his presidency. The more the economy does horribly, the more his administration is embroiled in these controversies, and the more lies that this administration is telling, his ears get bigger and bigger. With Hillary Clinton, I did a cartoon where I drew her as one side of a coin, and her nose is almost coming off the edge of the coin because of the amount of lies that she's told.
So it's a Pinocchio sort of thing?
Absolutely. And you utilize these devices, things that people are familiar with. Those kinds of images, movies, things that people can relate to, because on the bottom line is we want to use this as a journalistic exercise and make sure that it's a catalyst for thought.
And the book, congratulations on the new book. What are you trying to do with this book?
Well, what I want to do is I want to highlight what this administration has done and sort of the chaos and destruction that they've levied across on the American people in the last 7.5 years. When you think about it, the U.S. median income has dropped by 12% in the 6 years preceding 2013, and now it's even worse. This administration, the world is in chaos, and people need to look at the past to figure out what they're going to do in the future. And then in this presidential election cycle, I want them to see the impact that these progressive policies have had on America.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because the president truly did make major changes to America. I mean, beginning with the health care legislation.
Absolutely, and these will have profound effects. I mean, this election that's coming up right now, when you think about it, Maria, 9 out of the 13 appellate courts right now are very progressive by overwhelming majorities. This 5-4 slim conservative, sometimes conservative majority is the only thing that's stopping them from legislating from the bench. These elections have huge impacts and huge consequences. The next president's going to decide probably on 1 or 2 Supreme Court justices. And when you think about the world and the chaos that's going on right now, this nuclear arms race that's happening because of Iran, there's a lot of factors here that are very, very serious. And I know we're sort of laughing at the superficial nature of these elections that are coming up, but there are very difficult choices that need to be made.
Yeah, and we should point out that the president apparently would like to be a Supreme Court judge, right? I mean, the speculation is that Hillary Clinton will name Obama to the Supreme Court.
He'll follow
right,
William
and
Howard
when you look
Taft is the only two that...
I'm sorry?
William Howard Taft would be the only president that did that, Maria, both president and Supreme Court justice.
Michael, final word?
Right. And think about it. This is a president who really feels no obligation to follow the Constitution in many ways. And I think it's been one of the most unlawful administrations as far as going beyond the limitations of constitutional authority. Is that really what you want in a Supreme Court justice?
All right, we will leave it there.
Michael, I want to thank you. You're one of the main reasons why I would never go into politics. I don't want to be ever drawn by you.
Well, I'm memorizing your face as we speak.
Michael, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks
Michael
for having me
Ramirez.
on.
We will keep watching.